How did the great United States of America slide to this sorry pass we are in now? Two groups of factors are responsible: the internal and external factors. Today, I shall talk about the internal and leave the external for another day. Once upon a time, partisan politics in the United States of America was very civil. This was in conformity with its founders coming from different countries with different backgrounds, but with a common cause for freedom in its entirety. They agreed to establish a model republic that would be free under a democratic rule. A couple of weeks ago, a US senator said that his 100% concern was to ensure that Biden's administration failed. This week, the same senator wants Biden to strike Taliban by air so that Biden's administration might fail. The first blatant and public disrespect for a US president on record was in 2009 when a representative in Congress, Joe Wilson from South Carolina, shouted, "You lied," on Obama from the gallery. Ever since, until Obama left office, the Republican leaders in the Senate treated President Obama with disdain and with the greatest disrespect. They had tried hard to wipe out all that Obama did for the citizens of this country. Thank goodness, the US Supreme Court stayed out of this with regards to the ACA. Fortunately or unfortunately, President Biden, being more of an Irish priest than a politician, learned nothing from the humiliation of President Obama while both of them were in office. As of today, President Biden is working hard to clap one hand that physics will never allow to produce any audible sound. Until 2016, all tribal sentiments and racial inequalities were there, but suppressed as the union progressed slowly towards a perfect experimentation. So far, then, America, within a period of about 100 years, out of 245 of its existence, operated as an ideological bent known as democratic capitalism. There was decorum. Our diversity was a pillar of our strength. And America got the respect of the world at large for it. Never in American history was there a vulgar bully in the political arena that was loved by groups with divisive tendencies, who now have a messiah around whom a cult could be built by hijacking one of the two major political parties. When Donald Trump arrived to play active politics in 2015, the unwritten rules and regulations surrounding campaigns in America changed. Insults and very mean words became the order of the day on ordinary citizens, the Roman Catholic Pope, up to those who had held the post he was aspiring to occupy. His party colleagues were not spared, but became helpless because he was saying aloud some of the minimum yearnings of their inner desires. Nobody told the public about this new active politician who was very ambitious with a series of hidden agenda, from personal vendetta to ostracizing America's international friends and allies. Make America Great Again was a cover-up for his love of autocrats around the world who hated this nation and his uninformed transformation to dictatorship. Russia, that is America's greatest enemy on record, became Trump's idol, openly calling on Russia if she was listening to assist him in the 2016 presidential election. Due to the insults and abuses he heaped on other GOP presidential candidates, one after the other withdrew from the race. While Donald Trump won the Republican ticket as the Republican Party's candidate for the 2016 presidential elections. As the official GOP candidate, Trump regarded the joke as over. He brought out his true divisive agenda, summarized in MAGA, which from all intents and purposes means that all gay matters should be tossed into the sea. Women should be locked up in their kitchens and denied their basic reproductive rights. Blacks and brown citizens, together with all other minorities, should not be allowed to vote, and those permitted to vote must do so as shall be directed. Two examples of Donald Trump's most absurd insults on record, which I particularly noted, will do. 1. Insulting a disabled citizen. Picture below. The source is Jason Owens, where I got that picture from. A presidential candidate insulting a disabled citizen. A New York Times reporter, Sergei F. Kovalensky, who suffers from a chronic condition that limits the movement of his arms. During one of his campaign rallies for the 2016 presidential election, Trump frayed his arms and mocked Kovalensky. What was his offense for Trump's mockery? 2, the second one I have on record concerns Senator John McCain, whose picture is displayed. My source is US News. Senator John McCain, who was a prisoner of war on behalf of this nation for 5 years plus in Vietnam, an Arizona senator in the US Congress, a Republican Party presidential candidate, received the following Trump's trademark. He is not a war hero. He is a war hero because he was captured. I like people who weren't captured. Okay? This was an international disgrace and shame of no mean order on America's image, to say the least. Donald Trump's colleagues in the Republican Party on the debate stage in 2016 were not spared his rustic tongue when he carelessly alleged that the father of one of the presidential Republican contestants was implicated in the assassination plot that killed J.F. Kennedy. The FBI didn't hear about that. Maybe it was a stale allegation from a man above the law. Despite all these foul talks and incivility, Trump won the 2016 presidential election through the Electoral College by 306 votes out of 538, while he lost the popular vote by about 2.8 million. Why? The cosmic had inflicted him on the United States of America for having taken too many things for granted. Muddled up with excesses, national flatteries, and exaggerations that hide our true values. When next we come on this channel, I will then discuss the external factors that brought this great nation to this sorry pass. Thank you.